Hi all and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all doing okay. There's quite a lot to talk about, I suppose, in the world of Formula 1, because obviously with no race last weekend in Imola, things have been a little bit quiet, but obviously there's the exciting news today that Honda will be working with Aston Martin from 2026 onwards, so let's have a quick chat about that. So, Aston Martin have announced Honda will replace Mercedes as their power unit provider from 2026. The Japanese manufacturer is making a full-time return to the sport after parting ways with Red Bull. Aston Martin owner Lawrence Stroll stressed Honda was incredibly impressive and had a history of success. He explained, "We share a mutual drive, determination and relentless ambition to succeed on track. Honda is a global team at Titan, and its success in motorsports is long-standing and incredibly impressive." And Aston Martin have already hinted at Fernando Alonso's replacement when the team run Honda engines from 2026. Aston Martin announced they would be teaming up with Honda for when the new engine regulations come into force, and it seems their deal will have some influence over their driver selection, particularly when Alonso leaves the sport. According to the Mirror, AlphaTauri's Yuki Tsunoda could be poached from Red Bull to drive alongside Lance Stroll in 3 years' time. I'm not going to say, I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name because I know I'll get it wrong, but the president of Honda's racing division has admitted he already has his eye on Tsunoda after helping the 23-year-old in his junior years in motorsport. But Honda bosses have no objections to working with Fernando Alonso despite his previous criticism of the Japanese manufacturer. Honda has confirmed driver selection would be determined by the team members, with executives not expected to get involved. Again, I'm not going to say his name because I won't be able to. President of the Honda Racing Corporation said, "Our stance remains unchanged in thinking the selection of the drivers is fully up to the team members and not something that a partner and supplier like us is supposed to be making. So we'll be leaving the driver selection to the team." And with that, on to Christian Horner, and I have to agree with what he's got to say here. But anyway, Red Bull team boss Christian Horner hints at getting fed up if more races are to be added. Horner has said F1 teams and drivers could become fed up if the calendar goes beyond 24 races in the future. F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali has hinted there could be as many as 30 races in a season in the future. Plans that have received widespread criticism from team bosses concerned about burnout of their staff, and Horner thinks getting beyond 24 races would be a struggle, hinting he would be irritated with the situation. Horner said, "24 is an incredible amount of races and mileage we have to cover in a season. It can be complicated and you get fed up," Horner said at a Financial Times live event, and I have to agree with him on that. Mercedes boss Toto Wolff has finally listened to Martin Brundle apparently, as Hamilton and Russell continue to struggle. The Sky Sports F1 host urged Mercedes to axe their concept after struggling in the first few races of 2022 and 2023. He stressed, that might be my mistake there, sorry. He stressed the constructor may be forced into a redesign if they wanted to catch Red Bull and return to the front, Brundle said. There must be a point coming soon when they have to accept this car and concept doesn't work and have a redesign for the second half of the season. Mercedes will fit a new aero package at Monaco, including a floor and front suspension. And Ted Kravitz has suggested Charles Leclerc could replace Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes. I think everyone's already said this anyway. If he decides to leave the team, that is. Leclerc has previously been linked to a seat at Mercedes after reports suggested it was an open secret that Mercedes bosses were holding talks. He told the Sky Sports F1 podcast, "Mercedes need an insurance policy if Lewis decides to either stop or leave. At this moment, that policy looks like Charles Leclerc while they wait for their juniors. However, Leclerc denied holding talks with Mercedes boss Wolff when pushed on the matter in Azerbaijan. So, yeah, that's all for today. I just wanted to mention that I think Aston Martin are making some big moves in Formula One. They're going to become a force to be reckoned with. Surely, I mean, Lawrence Stroll really has got this drive and determination to make the team really successful. And fair play to him, because he's invested a lot of money in a new factory or expansion to the factory near Silverstone. It's just phenomenal what the amount that he's putting into this team, and full respect to him, because that's a bold thing to do, really, when you're not sure where you are. I mean, obviously this year they've really done a good job, but they're still not title contenders, but they're not far off. So we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe they'll improve during the European races as well. But and as I said, I agree with Christian Horner. As much as I love F1, surely 30 races a year is too much. I mean, what are your thoughts? With 30 races is a lot. So I do kind of agree. I think there's far too much involved logistically to keep maintaining a calendar like that. But F1 have got other plans, and with Mercedes, I'm not sure upgrades or B-spec car will show any improvements at Monaco. To be fair, they're bringing an aero package floor and suspension update to Monaco, but how can you tell if it's really any good around a track like that? So I don't know. Maybe it's going to show in a few races' time, but I suppose we'll have to see. And Lewis Hamilton and his rumoured Ferrari move, I can't see him making a decision yet. No one knows how good these Mercedes upgrades are. And we probably won't even know until possibly as late as the British Grand Prix. And by then, we'll be halfway through this season anyway. So, well, that's all from me for now. So if you like what I do, please like and subscribe. If you've got any comments or any thoughts on what I've said, drop us a comment, and press the like button, not the like button, the subscribe button, and you'll be warned of my future uploads, just in case you need something to bore you even more. I'm only joking, but anyway, thanks for your time, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. Take care. Cheers.